Assalamu alaikum students. I welcome you all for the Global Public School online classes, and I welcome you all to the new class, that's your 8th standard. So we are here going to study about our subject, that is social science. I'm your social teacher, Ruxana ma'am. So the first lesson which we are going to study in our history, the first chapter of the history, that is sources. I can understand by listening to the name itself you have a doubt. What is sources? Sources is nothing but the originality of the information, from where that information is actually coming from. So the originality of the information. So in this lesson we are also going to study some of the important points. So let's understand what are we going to study in this lesson. So the first thing what we are going to study in this lesson is what are the sources which we need to study the history, and what are the different types of sources which is required to study the history, and also how important the archaeological sources are to study the history, and how important the inscriptions are to study the history, and also how important the oral resources, the oral sources are to study the history. And again, I can understand that you might be having a doubt, what is archaeological sources, what is inscriptions, and again, what is oral sources. Don't worry kids, we are going to study that information in the coming slides. So the first thing of this lesson, as we started that we are going to study the sources of history. So the first information we need to understand is what is history, by the way. So history is nothing but it is a systematic study of the past. So history is nothing but it is the systematic study of the past, which might be either written. History is always written on the basis of sources. Without any information, we can't write the history. So there might be some information to write the history. I think in the images you can see that there was equipments which they used to use, or there were some books which was written in the earlier days, that are the sources of history. If there is no sources, then no history. So from this we get to know history is the systematic study of past, and history can only return on the basis of the sources available. If there is no sources, then no history. The next information which we are going to study here is historians. Again, you might have a doubt here. So we got to know the meaning of history. Now what is historians? Historians are nothing but who makes a study on history, like a doctors, like a lawyers who study the things, right? So historians are nothing but the people who make a systematic study of history, that we call it as a historians. Understood kids? Historians are nothing but the people who makes a systematic study of the past, who study on the history, we call them as historians. So what is this historians do? Okay, let me tell you. Historians is like an advocate. Advocate means like a lawyers. Historians are like a lawyers, like how the lawyers will argue their cases based on the evidence and based on their proofs which is available. Here also in the similar way, here also the historians write the history based on the information which they collect, and they also, so for example, if they get the information, they will not write the history. They will collect the information, they will examine that information and analyze that information, whatever it is available, or maybe the equipments, and finally they will write the history. I think in the images you can see the person is with the book who is writing. So they will go to the historical places and see what exactly is there, and they'll see what is the things written on the walls, and they examine that and they analyze that, and then finally they write the history. The people who study the history, we call them as historians. Understood kids? If there is no source, obviously no history. So the next information which we are going to study here is, you might be asking, ma'am, how the sources are available, ma'am? How the information will be available for historians to write the history? Very simple, kids. In our in our daily lives, we use a lot of things, right? Maybe the washing machine, maybe the fridge, or maybe the mixer grinder for our daily purpose. The same way, in earlier days, they also used to use lot of equipments. I think you can see in the images, they have created a lot of forts. They used to wear a lot of ornaments, and I mean they used to have the lot of equipments. Based on their equipments, based on the facilities which they used to lead their life, from there we get to know the sources. And as I told you earlier, from the tools which they used to use, and from the inscriptions are nothing but on the walls they used to write the information. That is, we call it as inscriptions. And from the coins, I think you might have seen the old coins. So in that, I think you might have seen the lot of designs and all that. So from that coins, from that inscriptions, and from the arms is nothing but weapons. From the weapons which they used to use in the earlier days, and from the forts, temples, from the mosques, we get to know that there is a people who used to live in the earlier days, correct? From this sources, the historians write the history. Understood, kids? So what we are going to study in the next class is about the types of sources. Till that, I want you to understand the meaning of history, understand who the historians are, and how they used to write the history. I want you to read this, revise this, and then we are going to go for the next topic, that is the different types of sources. Till then, take care and read well, stay safe and keep learning. Thank you, kids.